options tender. It is Thursday morning, 2:25:21. Welcome everybody. If you are new here, hit that subscribe button right now before we move on. If you've been here, if you like this information, hit the like button. It helps us work those algorithms so we can spread the word and spread the wealth here on options tender. So we have a few things to go through. We're going to go through the ES on multiple time frames so we can lay out multiple layers of information, from Elliott waves, from candles to MAs to MACDs and RSIs here. So let's get jumping into it. ES on the monthly, we're working that beautiful candle to looking like a Maribosi bullish engulfing candle. Still looking healthy. All the MAs are pointing up. We are in wave 5. MACD facing up. RSI not overbought in the 69 area. On the weekly, put on the new board. All right, let's dive in here. We are also on wave 1. You see that this week we came down, tested that trend line, the long-term trend line, also the 8MA, and bounce off of it beautifully. It's a beautiful candle, bullish. All the MAs are up. We are holding steady on the MACD. RSI is not overbought. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All bullish so far on the daily time frame. Excuse me. Trend is our friend. Here's what, and I do this every single day, guys. So this is like a setup for yourself so you can see if something's wrong from my eagle eye view. So that's why we go through this every single day. That's why it's important to set your day up. If you are true to be a trader, you must do these things in order to keep your head in the game. This is necessary. I've been there, done that, tried to do it without. Anyway, we are on wave 1. Down to 2, pushed off of the channel bottom, recovered on the 20, pushed off to 50. We are over the 8MA, and it looks like we're testing back to it today. This could end up being a pause day. We have a lot of information coming at 8:30, so overnight session was not real volatile, and that's normal. So look at the MACD. It's moving sideways. We'll see if we can curl back up here. Otherwise, the momentum will not be crazy on the lower time frame. We're going to have to oscillate. We're going to have to oscillate in order to go up. I know we had a huge bounce, but that's just like a rubber band effect. So it's still not in the overbought territory. Here, we have not made a divergent high, but I expect to make one. Let's check it out on the lower time frame, 65 minutes. And here's where we're just a little bit bearish, but that's pretty natural. Being what I think after we bounce here is wave 1, 2, 3, and coming into 4. And remember, I always talk on here, wave 4 can be a big retracement, and I mean big relatively. It's not supposed to cross into wave 1 as a general rule. So we can make a triangle, we can make a zigzag down. There's a lot of things that wave 4 can do. So let's just let it play out. The only way that I think we really start to worry is if we break and close underneath this trend line, and we have some MAs along with the 38, 88. That's a very important level at this point. If we break through it, it's natural to retest it because this is our breakout area from the inverse head and shoulders. We can retest it real quick if this information is a catalyst. But if we, until we break that, I'm not really worried. I'm not stressing about it. We have the crossover in the MACD. It just needs to rest. Come back here maybe to the 0 line so it can move back up for some higher levels. And then this is a little nuance. So on the wave 4, it's pretty typical for us to have this cross, right? So we want to come down, and then on the wave 5, there's a lot of times when this MACD doesn't make it as high, but we're making higher highs, and that's a good indication of the bearish diversion that's coming. We haven't had this in a while, so I'll even put this line out here. So when we check this out in the morning or the next day, maybe we come down to make a divergent high, and that's when we know the 5th wave is probably going to be ending soon. Okay, we're going to have to make a lower high on the MACD and a higher high on price. And then we'll expect a pullback, a retracement of 38.1 and 50%, 68.1, something like that. Okay, but we do this each and every day. So hit that notification if you want to receive these in the morning and in the evening every single day and on the weekend for an update, because we make sure that we look at these things for you and guide you so you can set yourself up, set up your own patterns to do this for yourself and maybe teach others. Okay. All right. Let's look into a couple names. fcel. I'm ready to jump back in this name, so I'm checking up on it. It looks beautiful. Came back to the 38.2. We were waiting for some sort of pullback. This thing has been raging. So it looks like we may have to come back a little bit for this wave one. It's possible wave one. And then moving on up. Moving on up. And Big C had a huge move yesterday. I was like, oh my gosh, I saw it and I wanted to get into it, but I figured, you know what, let's just wait, let this wave one happen. And that's a hell of a wave one. So it may not even have a shallow pullback. This thing likes to go when it gets some momentum. So we'll see how this goes. I do want to get into this name pretty soon here, like Big C for the long run. That's for your IRA as well, if you like. BTC. Let's look at the Bitcoin futures. They look like they're moving. We're checking this out. We had some resistance. It's breaking out from that resistance now. So I think we're in a wave 5. This may be just the wave 1 pattern happening. Maybe we come up to the resistance here so we can come back and retrace for a wave 2. And then that's when we start boogieing out there. All right. Bitcoin looking good. Boeing, we got it at Boeing yesterday, had a huge move. I love it. Now once Boeing gets going out of those consolidations, it loves to move, so it's probably not going to have a huge pullback here, but we're going to stick with it. We're going to stay in Boeing until we get our target and go from there. And this is the last one, folks. Twitter has made huge moves, but we had a pullback, so we decided, hey, let's check it out. This might be a fresh new wave 1 coming on wave 2, and let's see if we can get the 5 waves going. We do need to cross back over on the MACD. Yeah, I think it started to make some divergent highs, and that's when it made its dip here. So let's see how Twitter reacts. If it comes underneath this level here, then it invalidates the wave 1, and we have further decline to go. Okay. All right. Thanks for joining us here on Option Center. Hit that like button for us, please. And we will talk to you. Good luck trading. Yeah. And we'll talk to you after the bell.